Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Friday the 13th. Crikey, Friday the 13th of September. So, what have we got in store for today then? Me thinks I won't be trading today. No. All that superstitious nonsense. Right, so what's on the cards for today? Well, from a news point of view, we've only got the US core retail sales. That's the only news event there. It was a Chinese bank holiday, so a quiet day ahead, most likely. Now we've already seen quite some price action this morning. Yesterday, well, what happened there then? It was a meeting that was held, the ECB, and there were quite a few 7 members, I believe, that did not agree with the current proceedings. So what was overall agreed. It's to be fair, what they've done will make zilch difference in real terms, and that's why 7 of them didn't want it to happen in the first place, and it certainly won't cure the problem. So there we are. It's having a little bubble at the moment because people look at it as being a bit hawkish, maybe with the comics etc. that's made, but realistically they'd be better off the euro dropping like a brick at the moment, because it's the only way they're going to get inflation running, and in real terms there's nothing good news for it. So we'll see what happens. I'm watching to see if it pushes up. I mean, it did a lovely technical move there, double bottom there, bullish engulfing from the previous day in terms of the body, of course, and then off it's pushing. So maybe it's got a chance to crack on. Personally, it's looking a tad oversold. It could stall into this 4-hourly 200. The daily 50 is there. Daily 50 is a bit further up by the looks of things, but that daily 200 may come and stall things a little bit. It has air kissed that level before and reacted, but we'll see what happens. But for now, as I said, it's a tad over, but it's double topped here. Are we going to get a reaction the other way? Well, we'll see. My thoughts really with this is leave it alone at the moment. If it carries on pushing up and you're long on it, great stuff. Oops, nearly clicking on the wrong bar there. But I've got a trend line in my mind that goes across the lows here, and like a lot of these trend lines, it's to me it remains bullish until it gets broken. It breaks that, it may give a bearish signal a little bit earlier, but untouched daily pivot below, it's got, I don't know if it'd move all that way. It needs some real bad news out of it to move the euro that sort of distance at the moment, possibly from where it is, but maybe just back to its 21.34 sort of area. Maybe it will pull back that way, but as I say, it's just a fantasy move at the moment, as I'd refer to it. And there's no substance, unlike the pound, which has more substance, although yesterday it struggled a little bit, came back, retested its daily 50, or air kissed it if it didn't actually touch it. Bullish at the moment again, maybe a little bit too bullish, but there we are. It's pushing up at the moment quite strongly. What goes up must come down, it seems, but it is pushing up. I was looking at 23.97 the other day as a 124 may just stall things. I love this for my swing that I took on Monday. It's great, thanks very much, but I'd still like this market to move in a more orderly fashion because I'm old-fashioned. But it's obviously taken that stops from prior highs here. It's just taken a bit longer than I expected to do this, but I'm looking for more out of this now. So I'm bullish on it, but it's to say it'll get itself into an overbought signal here sooner or later. It's just a case of, do you retrace a sell on the retrace? Possibly. There's depends on what's pushed this, and there isn't anything I can see at the moment which is really pushing this up. So we could see a retracement opportunity at some point there. Dollar yen. But sorry, I should say a retracement, but I'm still bullish overall on the pound anyway. And that goes against a lot of people's thoughts, but there we are. Dollar yen. The dollar yen is well, it's been shoving up there, a little bit of retracement at the moment. Have we seen someone been buying the yen and selling the dollar? Well, we'll see. It is edging down a little bit now. Up until now, it's been a bit of risk back on, and hence why we've seen the money coming out of the yen. Where at the moment it's going back in. It would normally correlate with the other markets, but as I say, it's really been a risk trade for some time. Maybe worth watching this if it comes back and if we find some support into where it's already done the 50, etc. Yesterday. It got a bit messy yesterday, but pushed off in the end. Continued that main route. Well, we'll see what happens. It's got daily pivot just not far below. Maybe if it puts a reversal in, it could be good for its R1 at some stage, but a bit of patience needed probably this morning on all these markets. Aussie dollar spiked up yesterday, pulled back. It's not looking like it's moving with the others, is it? It's out of sync a little bit here. Very bitty old session price action at the highs here on this 4-hourly chart. Divergence kicking, double divergence now. Still not triggered the intermediate lows there. Just really needs to break below that 34. That sort of level there, then maybe we'll see a bigger correction. But for now, well, it's best left alone, and patience on that. That's probably more of a swing, a short-term swing, if it does eventually roll. But yeah, best left alone at the moment, as I said. Aussie and the Canadian dollar. Well, we saw oil coming off the day before yesterday, and well, it's continued through yesterday and pushing again through at the moment. So Canadian dollar pushing up towards its weekly pivot. I was wary about this on Monday, and it looks like for good reason. It's basically retracing all the way back. Fundamentally, there's some good stuff out there, but the problem is, of course, I said the problem is the oil price was doing it in, and well, oil's come down from nearly $59 this week down to 55, so quite a drop in the oil prices there hasn't helped things. So weekly pivot is the target perhaps today, but if it starts breaking through the trend that's running up, on the more aggressive trend running up, there may be opportunities for the downside towards that daily pivot. Okay, that's it for me. Have a great day. Bye for now.